This 150-acre organic palm oil tree plantation is testimony to the power of vetiver technology and the stopping of all chemicals, that's all chemical fertilizer and chemical pesticides, only using an SOS organic liquid fertilizer. Okay, today is the 23rd of September. We're on another visit for our research and development plantation, where we are utilising the vetiver grass and liquid organic SOS fertiliser to create healthier, faster growing palm oil trees. They're producing more fruit on a consistent basis. This is in conjunction with all the radical weather adjustments, all the crazy, climate change conditions. And that's why the combination of this vetiver grass, there's a little nursery we're doing. All of these are holding tanks for the organic liquid fertilizer. And these are the vetiver, which is aerating the soil, helping the fertilizer to penetrate deep inside the soil instead of getting washed away or blown away, like normal fertilizer. And we're doing a whole series on how the vetiver technology solutions is creating cost savings in fertilizer and the fruiting of the trees, the larger fruits. We got some incredible data which we'll be sharing very soon that shows, even though this is a project that's only been going for about 4 or 5 months, but we did this same project about 8 years ago, and with great success, and we're now in a position that we're going to expand on many different projects, many different plantations, to extend our data and our testimony of this incredible this technique, this system. Okay, this system that produces, that's the actual, there is the vetiver grass. You can see the large one there. This is all planted just for the sake of the of a little nursery, which we'll be pulling these up and moving them elsewhere. Okay, because this is 150 acres. So the results we are achieving, right, again, is an increase of tree growth, because we're focusing on several stages of operation. We are focusing on the slow performing trees which were with chemical fertilizer. The traditional chemical is expensive, very, very inefficient in recovering slow performing trees which are not fruiting and very little to no fruiting. Okay, so this is the power of this, and you can see by these trees here, which is one of our earlier trees, and see, that's the beautiful vetiver grass there, and they're using the EFB as a mulch. And because of the oxygen, the increased oxygen in the roots, and due to the fertilizer penetrating into the roots, the tree is increased its fronds, increased the size, increased the fruit color, the increasing of the production, and the actual fruit itself is a beautiful example of, look at how big and wide and green those fronds are to the bottom section of the tree. All of these here, the one in front of us here, look at the vetiver grass all around it. See, all around the actual edges, okay, all around the edges there, and you got the beautiful root system growing many meters deep. Okay, many meters deep, and that really brings water into. Now we're suffering with extreme weather, from floods to droughts. Okay, so when it comes to droughts, the water gets drawn up by the vetiver grass, by the roots, many You can see the size of one of these vetiver grass here. Okay? You can see it here. So it stays moisture, and when the water's running, and when it does rain, at least it soaks into the subsoil many meters deep. So it's recharging the groundwater. This is very, very important, and no other plant can be like the vetiver technology, the vetiver bamboo grass. Okay, then you got the extreme of a flood. This same tree here, we planted these in a flood zone about maybe 6 months ago. We planted in the ground in actually wet clay, and that really affected the tree. See the dryness, and have a look at the growth after we put the vetiver taken place and the liquid organic fertilizer. No chemicals. We stopped all chemicals. So we're so looking forward to continue on giving you updates. Now the plantation owners are confirming our success in production of FFB, full fruit bunch, and they've confirmed that there's a massive big bunches, 35 to 40 kilo, and some are going to be 50 kilo. They've experienced 50 kilo bunches from SOS organic fertilizer, same brand that we're using going back many years ago, and then they've come back to SOS again because of our period of pre-launch and our research and development phase. Even now, we're still not actively selling commercially the SOS organic fertilizer, even though we are investing in multiple major projects and trial projects, because we are getting in preparation for commercial sale, okay, on a global scale. Okay, so once again, thank you for all the views and likes. Any palm oil plantation, we are more than happy to discuss a research and development program like we've done here, 150 acres, and you'll be able to see the benefits of this technology, utilizing the vetiver grass with the organic. You will no need to use any more chemical fertilizer whatsoever. On that condition, your observation and your own experience will only see incredible, powerful results in the actual the growth. Imagine stopping all chemicals and having the same, if not even increase of yield, and most especially when you're talking about soil, which is DSS, dead soil syndrome, when you really have got a real problem with the soil. In different batches, there's about, I think, 5 hectares. There's 500 trees here which are all damaged. The soil's all damaged, and the trees are very slow to growing, and they've tried everything. And now with the combination of the vetiver grass and SOS organic, a full liquid all-purpose organic fertilizer, true organic fertilizer, and no doubt the results are just dynamic. You just see that classic example there. You see the vetiver underneath it, and there is the green lush fronds and the colourful. They keep saying how quick they turn, the colour turns, and they're fruiting faster. So this is a fantastic result from this technology. Once again, thank you from Vetiver Technology Solutions. Thank you for all those views and subscribing. Okay, this is another example of vetiver grass technology, organic closed loop system we call this. We isolated 150 acres and 100% no chemical fertilizer, no pesticides. So that's the number one criteria of the research. And we are just planting this incredible miracle grass with the real deep roots. These are about 6 months, are quite mature when we plant them, but now they would at least go down 1 meter, and they will go down 5 or 6 meters deep in the next year and a half or so. You see a younger one there. So due to the root system, it's drawing nutrients and minerals up from the subsoils that have been washed in by all the chemicals and all the organic material which is unutilized through pH lockup. Okay, so this is a natural way of changing the pH structure of the soil with this vetiver grass, and with the microbes, living microbes inside the liquid fertilizer. The SOS organic liquid fertilizer is bringing the very best results in a natural closed loop system. Look at that tree there that I've got in the middle of the screen. Those beautiful, big, thick, mature vetiver grass. All of these are what you call slow performing trees. Trees which were spoilt and caused problems, disease, and stunted trees because of the soil. The saturation of chemicals, the adjustment in water flow, and from flood to drought. Soil keeps changing because it's always getting poisoned and always getting damaged by chemicals. Okay, so on every plantation there's always a percentage of areas where DSS, dead soil syndrome, takes place. Every plantation. But what's happening now? There's an increase of slow performing trees. Okay, all throughout Sabah, all throughout Malaysia, all throughout the world, because once again the soil conditions vary in patches, and when the soil is damaged and trees start to suffer, you can't throw chemicals. It's not a chemical medicine. The only medicine to a tree is an organic, a plant food or organic fertilizer. That's the only medicine a tree needs. A tree doesn't need chemical. That's what caused the problem of killing the microbes and hardening the soil and making the ground so hard that it runs off. The chemical fertilizer doesn't even go into a tree. Look at this tree here. Now here's a beautiful example of one of the slow performing trees with the vetiver established around about 3-4 months old now, and have a look at the new growth. It's a beautiful example of the tree before damaged and disease, and have a look at the fronds. Have a look at the new growth, because it's been fertilized with a plant food, with organic, no more chemicals. Now the tree can be recovered because all through the tree, it's all through the, see there's the new growth there, close up. Okay, you can see, and that's all the old before with the chemicals, with the best care taken. But how can chemicals help a soil which is needing life, it's needing food to change the softness and the breakdown of the microactivity? So that one beautiful big vetiver there with its deep root system has changed this whole tree. Look at the fronds just exploding out from the center there, and you can see the fruit that's coming through now. Now the fruit has increased faster than it has normally, so we are talking about the advice from the actual plantation owners. They are definitely noticing a massive difference. It's always noticeable so much when it's a slow performing tree. Okay, and that's what our target was, knowing that we started now putting the vetiver and the organic fertilizer, stopping all chemicals on their best trees, their standard trees, the high production trees. Like, once again, they don't want chemical. These people really understand the value of this vetiver grass. They've already seen it. They've already experienced our fertilizer, SOS organic fertilizer. They've had prior experience, 100%. They grew massive bunches and got the best results I've ever seen before. And they were one of our early research clients many years ago. And now that we've started a new level of our product, because we're still in pre-launch with our fertilizer, and with the combination of our research, have a look at this. Our research now with look at all these trees here. All of them got the vetiver ring around them, all of them. Okay, there's over 50 trees in this one area. Have a look at this for a beautiful example of there was a slow performing tree, because this is in a flood zone. There's over 500 trees in this area, all affected, that changed the soil, that made all the trees get diseased and perform less production, and leaves are very slow growing. They're stunted by about 1/3 of a normal tree. Okay, you can see here the rings around. See the beautiful grass all around here. Hey, look, all of them, see? All of them. All these are vetiver grass, and they're all shooting and multiplying. See, they're all shooting and multiplying. So just every day, every week, every month, they are growing. Look at them all down there, all across here. Have a look at this one. Now, this is a beautiful example. This is a slow performing tree. Looks better than a lot of others, but have a look at the fruit already. Have a look at the fruit. Now, don't forget, these have not been fertilized now for 6 months with no chemical whatsoever, just the organic fertilizer. They'll never have any organic chemical again put on. This is a research and development, 150 acre, 7,000 tree trial with a prior client of SOS fertilizer. That's the fertilizer we use exclusively. So we are so happy and so excited about the results that we've received, that we are experiencing, and they are experiencing. Have a look at this one here. See, all of them. All of these are vetiver grass, bamboo grass. Okay, 12, 15 around each tree. We're experimenting. Some trees are putting 20 around, some we're putting 12, 16, 4, and even 1. That's why we're doing the whole plantation. Here's a ring about 1, 2, 3. There's 8, but they're more bigger clusters. Now we put these in. These never got watered. We relied on the rain, and the rain has been quite inconsistent, but it has been raining on and off. It is part of the location of SABAH, but you can see even here, because we had a lot of roots. These come from Potsler. You can see the beautiful lush growth coming through. Okay, coming through this grass here. Can you imagine those? Even now, this is getting more moisture, more fertilizer, okay, more oxygen, adjusting pH, bringing it more to neutral, which is unlocking the tied up, NPK tied up, and giving the tree a whole injection of food, of nature, not chemical. There's only one place chemical. It is not sustainable. It's expensive. It kills microbes. It kills worms. It hardens the soil, and so expensive, unpredictable in price, and it keeps getting worse and worse and worse. The world we live in now is not the same world we lived in. The climate change is real, and we only want to share that this is one of the biggest breakthroughs in the history of palm oil industry. We truly believe it, and we're about to not only increase this particular research centre in a very substantial way. We're starting several more operations, which we're going to continue on, proven and developing under research, utilising the vetiver grass. That you can see that ring around there, and the results are, once again, ongoing. See, when you've got healthy soil, you got healthy roots. When you got healthy roots, you got healthy tree. When you got healthy tree, you got healthy yields. Okay, so when it's drought, the tree's going to survive. If it's flood, the tree's going to survive. If it's really bad flood, the area is in flood, they're going to empty. These grass will suck up the moisture. 40, 50 litres. 40, 50 litres. This is why we planted them in this particular zone right here now, which I shared with a video previously. See, look at this. Look at this tree here. All of them around the edge. And here's some really big one. This is where I did the video just earlier. This is where we started off when it was the lowest part of this area was 500 trees. It was all underwater. Black, real black, smelly, poisoned water. Poisoned by chemical fertilizer. Okay? And now have a look at it now. Now we've gone to a drought, a flood. And have a look at the size of that grass there, and how healthy these are. They're such a survivor. Look at the tree behind there. Look at those ones there. All of it ring right around, right around. So these now are starting to bring even more results, because every 6 months there's every month there's a dramatic change in the key. It's a synergy with the fertilizer, organic, and the vetiver root system, and what it's doing to the actual soil. So we are very, very thankful, very, very excited about this research. So we are happy to take all inquiries. We're global. We're doing major projects in Indonesia early next year, 2024. So once again, thank you from Verta Technology Solutions.